try to dive into anything serious?
Good. I just turned on the recording.
Oh, we might want to like format that card. Can you format that card?
It's formatted to it.
It is formatted.
Yeah, it's got 114 hours.
What do you think? Should I turn it off and you guys want to do... Whoa.
Okay, I'm plugged in over there.
No, keep recording while we're warming up, just in case our warm-up ends up being good. But
yeah. We rolling, Brandon?
We've had to, in the past, with the internals, go like 20 minutes into it. Things just go terrible. It's also been at like 10 o'clock at night.
And loaded high.
Yeah.
So
That's true. Every time we tried to smoke weed on the pod, it went bad. Yeah. Bring this super close to your face.
Even closer?
Like almost like you're kissing it with these mics. And you'll hear, like, see when I turn away, it really goes away.
Yeah.
But when I'm right here, it's good.
All right.
Super
Mic
close.
check 1, 2.
Sound good.
Brandon, how are we looking via cameras?
Oh, we're rolling. I can't be singing.
Yeah, you can.
Do we look handsome or no?
Handsome in this crew is a
My
must.
hat straight.
Julio, what's your biggest secret talent besides dancing?
My biggest secret talent. Oh, bro, I got too many to count. You want to put me, I might be a sleeper in a bass fishing competition. You know what I mean?
Who invited this guy on the pod?
They've been keeping me hidden in the back of the closet.
Oh, shit, that's funny.
Your dancing is insane. You're a great dancer.
Thank you. I'm a little rusty,
You should show us a little taste right now.
Yeah, I know you got hand moves, bro.
Yeah, at least like a little.
I need, when I was dancing, they call it turfing, right? Turfing, tearing up room on the dance floor. I don't got enough room right here, bro, for me to properly tear it up.
Excuses.
Turfing, man. Fuck. Do you have secret talents, Arrow?
Of course, bro.
What are your secret talents? Everybody says, of course. Fuck. What do you got?
Dude, it's like it's like this one maneuver where my leg is like up on the ceiling and like my two hands are like really low and I like get this torque, like a hip torque, where I'm like, you get the picture.
You say you're good at twister.
What is that position called?
What is that applicable for?
Why is that a talent?
The dirty deed?
What's up? What's up, boys?
How Arrow be fucking.
Doing the devil's tango.
Yeah.
Devil's tango. Do you have secret talents, Tyler?
How secret? Pretty good at poker.
Poker. I'll take your fucking money in poker.
Dude, we should have a Ford's poker night.
That'd be fun as shit.
Dude, I brought my set. It's downstairs. My poker set is downstairs. I brought it here.
Dude, I'm hella down.
Here.
You guys want to end all work after this and just play poker today?
I didn't have so much shit to do.
What are you, Polo?
Secret talents? Stand on my head.
The smash burgers.
Coincidentally today, I made an Instagram called...
Yeah, it's not secret. That's not a secret talent, though. He has a whole Instagram page for his burgers.
Nobody follows it yet.
How do you guys know this? I just made this on the toilet this morning.
What do you mean, bro? How could I... I know everything.
It probably popped up on recommended
Polo's Burgers,
profiles.
dude. It's going to be a fucking Smash Burgers franchise in the near future in Sonoma County starting, but going all over the North Bay to California, then the U.S., then the world, baby.
I like it.
He's like, how do you guys know? And it's called Polo's Burgers.
You know what it is?
Well, I saw on the Forrest account, I got a notification that we got a follower from an account called Polo's Burgers. That's actually how I knew.
Dead giveaway right there.
Yes.
I'm a man of some talents. I'm a man of a lot of not talents too. What would you call that? Defects? I have a lot of flaws. That's the way to say it, right? One thing that God did give me is a name that is fucking marketable. And we've seen it in Polo Ralph Lauren. We've seen it in Polo Swimming. And you're going to see it in Polo's Burgers one day, dude. Because I got a fucking name that hits. And it hasn't hit in the burger world or food world yet, but it's gonna. It's gonna. And it's a smash burger recipe I stole from Burger She Wrote in
They're good.
LA. They are fucking good.
I can attest to that.
I just revealed that I stole the recipe.
Cut that.
This is the warm-up. This is the warm-up, bro. This is the warm-up. Although, if we do just want to jump into things, ladies and gentlemen.
No, if we
it's been a while.
It has been a while.
It's been a minute.
Ladies
Nervous.
Welcome to Spitballers. It has been a while. We're back with another incredible episode with the boys, internal. Coincidentally, guys, our boys only internal pods hit harder. Why am I fucking up so much? Hit harder than any single podcast we've ever done.
Crazy.
By a lot. By 1,000 views for us is a lot. And how do you gentlemen feel about that?
I'm like, I don't get it. I guess people care. I don't get it. I don't fucking care.
Some cool
Just kidding.
motherfuckers.
I care. I guess people.
I mean, who else is doing some stuff like this?
Nobody around here. I really want to redo that intro, but I'm not gonna.
No.
We
We should actually like cut and start.
Hit it, Paul.
I personally think so, but we gotta clap. We gotta clap to sync the audio and post. And since there's recording limits, we should cut the cameras and just start and fucking go.
This guy coming in trying to change all our systems.
I'm just trying to operate, okay? Let me do my job.
We've been doing this, bro. We've been out here. What do you mean?
Well, I'm just saying, bro. Whoever's editing will thank you if you clap to sync the audio in the beginning.
Well, now you know to go like a minute before your clap, because what I like about the candid raw shit, I don't want to force another intro because then it's not authentic, and I want people to know we're just fucking dudes talking. We're not trying to make anything fake other than that. So there they have it.
What was our last internal episode? What did we talk about?
I don't know, but the one with the most views has Andrew Tate in the headline, and coincidentally, you're an expert on this, so you're about to educate
An expert.
us. Yeah. Hey, what did you tell me yesterday? You've been going deep in
I watched
Patrick
the whole
Bet David and
podcast. It was
Andrew
good.
Tate podcast, which is a 5-hour podcast.
Yeah.
You learn a lot of
Wow.
it. Okay, you can't become an expert in 5 hours, but you learn a lot of fucking information. You're a good learner.
Yeah.
Now, what's up with that guy? What happened yesterday?
He just got rearrested. It's kind of interesting because he got arrested on December 29th of 2022, and then basically Romania had 6 months to actually charge him, and they charged him 6 days, or not 6. We're very close to June 29th. So they charged him just in the amount of time to like get him wrapped up again. But it's hard to say. Like,
Pick the craziest pictures of them.
Crazy.
yeah, they look nuts.
Fresh out of jail.
If after watching it, it seems like he's an innocent guy. He brought up the point, which is super valid, of like, why would a guy ever that is doing these kind of illegal things that they're accusing him of become one of the most famous people in the world? Like, typically criminals are underground and don't show their faces to the internet
Sometimes.
most of the time.
It's a new
Defeats their
era.
It's a new era, and there's been famous criminals before, Al Capone, and
Yeah.
that's how they get caught up
John
too.
Gotti.
John
Yeah,
Gotti,
being in
it's
the
the
news.
fame is how they get caught up a lot of times.
But I've watched documentaries on John Gotti, and he was the mafia boss for a while. But there's other people who make decisions too, and they liked that he was willing to be the front man, so then they could hide behind the scenes too. They
Right.
allowed other people. So
It's like a LLC kind
yeah,
of.
they kind of use him as the puppet and whatnot. But,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting.
very interesting.
If he is guilty, he should be charged and thrown in jail. But after watching it, I don't know. I would think he is not, just based off of how he communicated himself. And over a 5-hour podcast, you would think somebody that is operating as that kind of a criminal would slip up in some sense. But
Why do you say that?
because it's a long podcast, and
Yeah, but he's a fucking slick guy, you know?
he's
He's
a
but even a
masterful
slick-
communicator.
He's
Yeah.
a great communicator,
What's he
and
being
he knows how to
accused
market
of?
himself.
of like human trafficking and pimping, essentially.
Yeah, pimping girls out via the internet, right? I don't know if that's.
I think
like
he
that.
got rape charges too.
I heard that as well. Yeah. Will you,
He pulled it up.
sorry, Brandon, you're a one-man production team, but will you pull up the chart? Oh, it says
It's
right,
right
there.
there.
Charged
No.
with rape and human trafficking. My bad,
Yeah.
Brandon. Shit.
Yeah, he brought up another point too, which I thought was interesting. Like, any guy like him, because they called over 2,000 of his girlfriends or just people associated with him in the past, and he brought up, like, if you dug as deep into anybody's life of his status, like his life was dug into, most people are going to find that there's a pissed off girlfriend somewhere,
Oh, yeah.
and he had nothing but good for the most part. There's this, like, 2 girls, he said, are accusing him of something, but he doesn't even know who they are, and they haven't put a face to the girls yet. They're saying for their protection, but for all the other ones, he knows who they are. And there's proof too that the original girls weren't being held against their will, and there was Uber receipts of them leaving that compound, and So that part was already a hoax. The initial charging, but it's deep. And to say like, how the fuck would any of us four really know if he's guilty or not? Because we don't know him, and it's a deep case.
Now, I have something I want to add to it that's an interesting coincidence with timing. But first, you guys think he's guilty or not guilty?
I would say not, but I don't
would
know.
say not to.
Yeah.
I would say not to. What do you think?
I'd have to look at the charges. I've no idea. I believe that he definitely was like doing some sort of pimping. Seems like it. I don't fucking know. I haven't really dug into it as much as enough to have a opinion. Really, no idea.
I guess
No idea.
Human
He's
trafficking.
a celebrity. Who knows?
Yeah.
Human trafficking can be considered pimping, right? Because I always thought of it as literally selling and buying humans
That's
for slaves in whatever fucking way people would want to use them, right? But I guess if they're willingly doing webcam stuff,
well, that's legal. That is like one of the biggest businesses in Romania, he said. It's the holding women against their will and
coercing people.
Coercing people in order to.
yeah. So that's different for sure. The pimping aspect.
I think he's innocent. I also think the interesting coincidence of timing, the event I'm talking about, is the fact that Hunter Biden got charged with some charges yesterday, too. Can you bring those up, Brando? At the same time, the president of the United States' son got let off on some easy-ass charges we're about to bring up so I don't misquote exactly what it is. Super easily, and then they bring up this, they recharge him on the same day to make the masses talk about that and kind of overlook this crazy event that's also happening with the president of the United States' son, which is pretty crazy.
Yeah, I don't know though, because I definitely heard about the Joe Biden stuff, but I didn't really hear about the Andrew Tate stuff. So I don't know how well that actually covers up that. But have you guys seen the videos of Hunter Biden smoking crack? Like in the shower and stuff?
Crazy.
Bro,
His
it's
laptop
insane.
is the craziest laptop on the planet right
Yeah.
now. Yeah.
Like I saw those videos and I was like, what is going on?
yeah.
Dude, to be fair, like just in his defense, like imagine being like that much of a little rich politician kid. Like if I had that access when I was 16 growing up,
You
I
look
would be
like
going
this.
crazy.
Look at
I would have
that.
gone crazy. I would have done insane shit.
Oh yeah.
He's smoking crack in a bathtub and filming himself butt naked.
It's just a weird thing to film yourself doing.
He's got a White Claw can. That's what he's smoking crack out of? Or is he drinking that?
I think he's drinking it.
Smoking drugs.
But like a lot of the country has seen this, and that's the son of the president.
That's true. Yeah. On my algorithm, it's flip-flop. I saw way more Andrew Tate the last 2 days than I saw any of this. So that's why I brought that up. But I feel like that should be talked about way more and is probably like a weirder-looking personality than a Tate who's – I get he says some controversial stuff. He speaks about women in derogatory ways. But he also does a great job giving out insightful advice to uplift young males in particular, which I've talked about this before on the show. The quickest way to destroy a country is to destroy the strong male roles within that country, right? A weak man is an easy country to take over, overthrow, do whatever you want to it. So the first thing they try to do is kill any strong leaders. And that's essentially what they're doing. I don't agree with everything the guy says, but I do think he has a good understanding of how to cultivate, characteristics within a man that I think a man should have, like as our role in nature, as providers, supporters, protectors, the strong ones. You can't deny that we've been giving genetics, bodies, brains that are different from the opposite sex that make us better at those roles in life. It's undeniable.
I think I would hope that the majority of kids that watch Andrew Tate's shit doesn't gets a positive outlook from it. But I think there's also a big majority of kids that watch Andrew Tate's shit and start disrespecting women, and it poisons.
Brand's gonna bring up
it
a
does
great
for
video.
sure.
It poison a lot of the shit Andrew Tate says poisons young male brains.
How they think about girls in particular.
Yeah, their views on women, which it's fucking really dangerous. I think. I mean, I like some of the stuff he says. The motivational stuff is cool, but I think it's
But that's
Pretty
no
fine
different
line.
than rappers have been talking about women the last.
Oh,
20, 30.
yeah.
That's and
Big time.
all sorts of fucking.
Oh
artists
yeah,
and stuff.
for
Both-
sure.
Both shouldn't be intended for children.
No,
Watch
I
this.
don't. There's no way.
Watch this. We have sound. I think you got to press the bottom sound button.
I am now the alpha.
Oh fuck. Not how this works, bro.
The alpha takes priority over the teacher. The alpha takes priority over anything. Do you not know how that works?
Do you not know how that works?
And the alpha doesn't have to listen to orders from its moment.
Well, you don't have to listen, but the consequences that follow are going to still apply to the alpha.
The alpha doesn't take.
Oh hell no.
Dude.
But this guy has problems long before Andrew.
He does, but the thing is, it doesn't really matter if Tate's intentions are pure. If he's causing, if the shit he's saying has negative effects on young men, then that just kind of is what it is, and it's dangerous.
Yin to the yang, though, he has positive effects of bringing awareness to the bullshit going on. Like
Yes.
as far as like he calls it the matrix quote unquote, but just highlighting that they do have an agenda that's more aligned to what they want in life than the general population. Right?
Yeah, I think with Andrew Tate, with a lot of people in media right now is just like, look at it from fucking both sides. Like,
Yep.
Accept that he might be having negative effects on young boys, and also don't just actually watch his shit and see what he has to say before you have an opinion too.
Yeah.
And
Some
he-
of those kids might have went to a kickboxing gym because of him and signed up and gotten a lot from investing in that in themselves. So it's both sides for sure.
Yeah.
Did you guys hear Al Pacino had a baby at
Mhm.
83 years old?
Yeah,
It's
bro.
crazy.
With
It
a
is crazy.
19-year-old.
With the 19?
She was 19.
21 maybe? She's
Yeah,
like 20.
she's young.
Fuck yeah. I'm just kidding. I don't know. That's kind of weird. What do you guys think? Like,
Well, you know what's interesting, bro, is the fact that us as men can have children almost at any age. It doesn't matter how old we
crazy.
get. You know what I mean?
Is
women
that's
have
true?
Yeah, no, women like
Clearly.
once they hit their mid 30s or whatever.
It's menopause.
Yeah.
I don't think
It-
a lot of old men are
A lot
getting boners
can't.
easily.
I think
Yeah.
it comes down to your testosterone
Sorry, bro.
levels.
Yeah.
I'm not a scientist, but
Seems like it.
yeah.
Yeah.
How well you
But
take
it's
care
a
of
lot
yourself.
easier for a guy to have
Yeah,
a child.
it's
Especially,
possible.
It's
like,
possible.
Yeah.
An 80-year-old woman can't, but
Yeah.
Damn. Look
What's
at Al
crazy-
Pacino's girlfriend, bro.
How old is he?
83, bro. His
He'll
kid,
probably not make his 21st birthday.
No, he'd be like
he won't even make his 10th birthday, bro. I mean,
He'd be lucky if he did.
he'd be lucky to make his fucking like.
He'd be
7th
104 on his 21st birthday.
It's nuts.
That is nuts. Yeah. Hey, you know what? Does he have more kids?
I'm sure.
He's a
Yeah.
fucking good actor.
Sure,
He-
bro.
Legendary actor, bro. We need more Al Pacinos. So
Did you guys ever watch that
Bro.
Nazi hunting series? I think it's on Netflix.
Mm-mm.
Nazi
Like,
hunting
yeah,
or
it's
Nazi
called
Nazi
Nazi
like Nazi
hunters
like
or
the
something like that. But he's in it, and it's about Jewish people in America post World War II. It was World War II, right? And basically, they're hunting all the Nazis that came
Oh, that's
Mm.
to California, and it's a really cool show.
That looks sick.
Yeah.
Sounds sick.
that does sound
Dude,
sick.
When you're 83, like fucking a 19-year-old, that's insane.
Yeah.
I
Fame.
mean, yeah, that's what fame and money will get you.
Insane. Bro, like as a 25-year-old, a 18-year-old girl, it feels like I'm talking to a child.
But you're Scarface, bro.
Imagine the opposite for you though if you were with a 91-year-old woman. Jesus.
Jesus, some people might be into that. That's the creepy part. But is it creepy then on the other side?
I don't think
I'd be pissed if it was my daughter. Al Pacino though, I'd be like, fuck, damn girl, good for you. Like, you're set. That's good. But oh man, we should probably cut this part.
I was with
But,
a 40-year-old when I was like 20.
your daughter wipes up Al Pacino.
Like
when she's
for
20 years
like a
old.
one-night fling, or
Yeah, well, like a few times, but yeah,
That's
I was like
different.
21 and
Yeah,
she was
that's
40,
different.
but
40-year-olds could be hot, bro. Cougars.
she was bad.
I-
It was bad as fuck.
There's probably hot 60-year-olds out there still, but
Oh yeah,
83 is wrinkly. It's just what happens to the human body. And
83 is crazy.
yeah, if you have a daughter who goes and dates Al Pacino or Robert De Niro, or in our era, it'd be like Leonardo DiCaprio wipes up our daughter when he's this age, who's 20. What do you say? What do you do?
Well, oh God, it's so hard because my cousin, I'm airing everything out, but I have a cousin that when she was 21, she dated a 60-year-old, and at the time it seemed like really like, well, like we were all like, what the fuck? But but she was super like hard headed and was like, no, it's cool, like he's cool. And then I talked to her about it the other day, and she was like, no, that was super creepy and like predatory by him. Like, but at the time she thought it was like chill and she has the freedom, and I don't know. When you're 19 years old, you don't know what the fuck. You can act like you're mature for a 19-year-old, but that's not really even a thing.
Yeah, no.
You can be like advanced in some ways because you've gone through a lot like as a child and you had to grow up fast, but for the most part, like when you're 18, 19, like you don't know what the fuck. You don't even know who you are.
But it's The Godfather.
Yeah, well, fame changes things for
does.
sure.
It does. What would you do, Julio? You're quiet on this topic.
Well, you know, honestly,
It is
if
what
she's
it is.
old enough to make her own decision, you can't really do shit about it. You
Yeah.
just gotta,
Fuck. You like this
Yeah,
old fucker?
see
You like
how it
this old
happens.
fucker? What are you gonna do?
yeah. But
What
I mean, that means that I don't have to pay for the wedding.
Yeah.
Or whatever, you know what I mean?
No, she's set. She's set. That 19-year-old girl's set. Luckily.
Yeah. As long as he doesn't treat her bad.
Look at
Can't really
this
care.
headline. Al Pacino feels his baby mama Noor blah blah is trying to trap him. It's like, yeah, bruh, duh. Like the fuck out.
What did you expect?
What do you expect, dude? Like, she's not banging you for your
Physical
for your
attraction?
physical attraction, like obviously.
No, but just that guy's got to be so good at role play in the bedroom. He could be Scarface. He could be The Godfather. He could be he could do fucking all sorts of shit, man. Just a legend.
I got a question for Tyler.
Scott, Doc.
Because you got a baby on the way, right?
Yeah.
So, would you at any point snip your balls?
I don't think so. I mean, if I kept popping out babies,
Yeah,
and
that's
it
what I'm saying,
became,
like, after the fourth one.
Like
bro,
how many
like-
how many babies would you max out at?
I would like to have. Me and Sora have talked about this. Like having 4 or 5 would be cool.
Fuck.
A little army of kids.
That's
but,
crazy.
Like 3. I'd be happy with 3 kids too. I definitely want 3 kids. I feel like that thing of where I had 2 other siblings,
Mm.
so it's common to me. Because Sawyer would be okay with 2 kids. We've talked
Mhm.
about. So yeah, I'd be open to it. I guess if it became a thing where it's like, oh shit,
It's like if
pregnant
you just
again.
too strong of a shooter, bro.
Yeah.
Like-
You'd have to, just because I feel bad for girls that they have to take birth control.
yeah,
That shit fucks their
It
bodies
really
up.
does fuck you up.
I agree.
And I know she doesn't want to take that forever, so it's
So the
gonna get,
alternative is
Yeah.
snipping the balls, bro.
Yeah. which is crazy to think about. Because my initial response, it was a reactionary defense of hell no, but I mean, fucking,
You could get them twisted and untwisted, no?
I don't know.
Yeah,
if
you
it's-
can get it
It
reversed.
is
You can
reversible,
you can
yeah.
get it
Really?
reversed.
Yeah.
You just have to go through the surgery and the healing
So you-
process. Not ideal, but
Do you like physically stop blowing loads? Like it just
No,
stops coming
no.
out or what?
pull up. No, bro.
I don't fucking know. I haven't looked into this shit, bro. I'm not a scientist either.
No, you could still you still like come. It just there's no sperm.
There's no like egg to get them pregnant.
Actually, I don't know
Probably
either.
more-
Yeah.
but-
more
Well, you still
watery or
come.
something.
You still come.
Yeah.
You can still make cum. There's just no like sperm in it because there's a difference.
It's
So-
just not alive.
Yeah.
It's not alive. It's dead. It's fucking
Shooting blanks.
it's
shooting blanks.
Well, not blanks necessarily. It's like it's a BB gun compared to a real gun. I mean, I don't know if that's the best fucking comparison either, but
Would you guys do it?
Hell yeah. Fuck yeah, of course.
I mean, I hope I don't have to, but like you said, if you start popping out too many,
Yeah.
but you know, if I can financially afford to have that many, then fuck it, keep pumping them out.
Yeah.
Unless it gets to a point like I know,
Cheaper by the dozen.
yeah, and like you know, the more kids you have, the more complications can happen for the woman too. You know, like you don't want your girl dying on the 8th baby. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, also like the 8th baby, like you don't even have really time to like kick it with that. Like I want to give each child their individual like
Yeah.
Good luck with that. bro.
fatherhood. Like you know, give them like.
my grandpa had 19 brothers and sisters. Same,
That's crazy.
same parents, bro.
That's nuts. She was pregnant for over 20 years of her life.
Probably her whole life.
Dude, back in the day, that's like what women were for. They were just to
especially
bear children
Mexicans,
over
bro.
and over.
We're Mexican. Fucking, they're cranking out kids. Right now, I'm 25. When I run into another Mexican, they're like, "Bro, where your kids at?" And I'm like, "Dude, I'm fucking a single bachelor entrepreneur, bro. I ain't there yet." And they're like, "You're old, bro. You should be have a little later by now." And that's just their culture, dude. But not yet for me. I do like the idea of having a little litter too. Our litters could fight each other, like do jujitsu
Or fight other people. They'll
Well,
probably
They'll
train.
probably do like train
Yeah.
together. I don't mean in a negative way. I mean like
Train and
Yeah.
become fucking solid. Yeah, that'd be sick as shit.
yeah.
Who would you guys guess is the next in this room to have a baby?
Tyler baby too.
Tyler, baby, too, before anyone else. That's
Yeah.
it.
I mean, Julio's
Yeah.
probably pretty close.
Yeah, pretty close. Either Tyler, has another one, or I have one.
Yeah.
But like for me, like
I could see you
It would
slipping
need
in
to
there,
be-
Arrow.
it would
Me
need to be
too.
planned.
I could see
Yeah,
Arrow slipping in there.
Arrow can just surprise us one day and be like, "Hey, I got news."
I'm going to be a good dad.
What would you want to plan, Julio?
You just
No,
spoke it,
I would
dude.
have
Just-
to plan because my girl is on birth control.
Mm.
So like the odds of it happening randomly is
Yeah.
very low.
But it could
obviously.
happen. It could happen, bro.
Yeah, but very low.
It could
Yeah.
happen on birth control still.
But like me and her were talking how like it would be easier to just like, oh shit, she's pregnant. We're gonna have a kid. Okay, let's go for it. But now that like we actually need to make the decision, it's so easy to just be like, we could wait.
Yeah.
Like we have time.
How old is
Sure.
she?
She is 25. 25. She's 25. And I'm
You better
27.
hope, bro. You better
She's 25.
How old is your girl?
That's funny.
How old is
24.
24?
So she's officially your girl?
Oh, bro.
Oh,
That's
on the
crazy. Cut that.
Dude, he just said, "How old is your girl, bro?" And you just answered it.
Oh, if you know, you know. Yeah.
Well, I don't know, so like, you gotta enlighten me, bro. What's her name?
Yeah.
No, we're not talking about that on the pod. We're talking about some.
All right, next topic, Polo.
Yeah, Arrow chooses to bypass. Next topic. Speaking of kids, Conor McGregor just announced his 4th kid, and also that guy's been on a rampage lately. I don't know if you guys have seen him on the internet.
I've seen he got some charges as well.
He got.
I think
well,
they
not
got dropped.
charges. He got accusations.
They already got dropped?
They
Yeah.
got dropped.
The
Or I don't know
girl-
if they got dropped, but
She was just trying to settle. She didn't even want to go to court. She just
Mm.
wanted him to settle for a certain amount of
Little
cash,
bag.
which shows that it's more so for the bag. And they dropped footage of them hanging out after they went into the bathroom together to show that she wasn't being held against her will and that she obviously wanted to keep hanging out.
not a good look for a family man. But
Dude, being fucking famous is crazy. Because even when you're not famous, like, like when a girl accuses a man of any sort of sexual misconduct, like 100%, like I wanna believe her 100%. But like we've all seen fucking false accusations, even not at like the fame level. It's just fucking crazy. Like, how is this a thing? There needs to be like a system for how they handle this,
Yeah.
solution, because it's
Gotta make them sign NDAs.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's a vet move right there, dog.
Just kidding. I've never done that.
You guys think the girl deserves to get in some sort of like trouble, deserves some repercussions
Definitely.
for bringing it up? Because now, even though he's not being charged with it, there's still people that don't like him, so automatically they'll just comment on his post, he's a rapist. He's fucking.
Or
hates
there's
women,
some people
whatever.
that don't even see the part of him.
That's part of his brand identity now.
Well, I mean, there's some people that haven't even seen that the footage was dropped revealing that they were hanging out after. They only seen the first or just the accusation. And they're like, oh, fucking guy's fucking up again. And it's proved that it's not true, which is crazy.
Yeah, people
It
could see the
slanders his
first
name.
headline and not even the second one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Slander, yeah.
Slander as fuck. Today I read this chapter of 48 Laws of Power, and basically it was talking about the whole chapter was about not creating envy in your life, and it talked about this Roman emperor De. His last name was like De Medici or something. I might be mispronouncing that, but he was like recognized as like the humblest and wisest Roman emperor of like all. Doesn't get talked about very much. But in order to like not create envy with people, like essentially like one thing he would do was like constantly lower down like how great of a person he actually was by like highlighting what he wasn't good at, knowing like if he highlighted what he was good at too much, then people will become envious of that. And when someone becomes envious of you, it's pretty much done, they say in the book at least. Another thing he did, which is how I'm going to circle this back to Conor McGregor, was he would take his fortunes and make sure to buy the village nice things. So people always like didn't think like he would essentially had a better life than them. It's just part of the cost, he said. What I'm getting to with Conor is that's just part of the cost of fucking being a 100-millionaire fighter.
And when
fighter.
you do the things he does.
That's true. He is still doing questionably bad things, like
they
cheating
might
on
have
his wife.
they
and
might have
whatnot.
an open relationship. I don't know.
Maybe he was just buying cocaine from her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who knows what they did?
That's
in the
not
bathroom.
good, but
Yeah.
a lot of adults do cocaine, so that you can't rule him out as a terrible human because of that. But it doesn't look good for his family man image. But the same day,
I think that image is pretty much.
the same day, coincidentally, though, he announced his 4th child.
That was a PR move.
That's
Yeah.
crazy, bro.
Yeah.
That was to try to save
Yeah,
face.
well, it's like Kanye. Like Kim came out saying that Kanye don't do nothing for his kids or whatever. And then Kanye the next day like took his kids out to do something.
Yeah.
You see pics of them holding
Yeah.
hands. Yeah, his whole Instagram has been
Bro, if you
hella family stuff since.
if you're that famous, you have an entire team working on your image, your public image.
Oh, yeah,
Constantly.
big time.
Constantly. It's huge.
Big time.
Yeah, he also didn't make the USADA pool, so he's
Time.
not. Yeah, he's not fighting this year. He was supposed to fight. He's on the Ultimate Fighter right now.
Oh, and he's not gonna fight Michael Chandler.
Yeah, Michael Chandler made a video about it. Did you see the video?
Yeah.
The last UFC card is December 16th, I think he said this year. And there's the pictures of him with his wife and stuff. So crazy.
She
He's
has
the
to be up
modern
there.
day Mike Tyson is
Yeah.
what he is. But what were we just saying?
Michael Chandler.
Oh, yeah,
made that
yeah.
video.
The last fight, UFC card this year is December 16th, and he cannot get in the USADA testing pool in time to be, like, tested clean by that fight. So I don't know if he's ever fighting again. He's fucking going on a crazy rampage right now.
And I didn't watch the one last night or the week before, the Ultimate Fighter, but I don't even think he showed up to the fights for the fighter. It's like he's just a wild man.
No, last night's
Yeah, did you watch it?
I did. Yeah, he showed up to the fights, but
Really?
he's not like you could tell. Chandler is the more invested coach entirely. He's giving them he's screaming like sequences for them to do in the ring. He's giving them nice positive affirmations before the fight. And Conor you could tell he's showing up and he's just grabbing his suit and he's like, "Yeah, mate, you ready for a good knock? Yeah." It's like all he's saying.
He's just an icon at this point. He don't need to fight.
He loves it though. I will say that about him. I'm a Conor McGregor fan too, entirely, as good and bad. I know what comes with him. The fucking guy does love to fight. He has. I think he is serious when he says that.
Yeah.
I think
hope
at
he
this
fights.
point he's just kind of like reached the plateau of just being a fighter. He's kind of reached the height of what he can do. I mean,
He'll get
you could get the
like,
belt back.
if
like-
he could get a 170 belt, and he'll get the special treatment of having a good road to that if he could win a few fights and actually did come back and fight. But other than that, he's a winner. So like he wants the championship belt or he's not going to do it. And if he doesn't see like a clear path to get that, I don't think he'll fight again.
But when I look, oh, Brandon, you're the first person to like that. I bet you it's already got a fucking 1,000 comments though.
He's jacked.
With how he is huge right now, with like you watch Conor McGregor and his rise to double champ and everything, how hungry and motivated and like lethal of a man that was. His mind really was bulletproof. You hope as a fan he could get back to that and make that 170-pound champ run. But it really seems like we got a clone of this guy right now, and it's a whole different like human. It's just they say you're a new person every 7 years. You taught me that when we were like 18, Tyler. But he's a whole different person from that guy.
I think he's more so he's just moved away from the fighter image and now he's the promoter businessman.
Yeah.
He has freaking $100 million businesses, multiple, and he's just promoting the shit out of them everywhere he can.
I laughed my ass off. I watched episode 3 and 4 of The Ultimate Fighter last night, and when he buys the toys from the kid, he sees the fighter one. He's like, "Yeah, this is good, this is good." Then he pulls out the one in the suit, and he's like, "Ah, the business Mac." And just how he talks about himself is fucking hilarious.
Yeah, he's freaking funny.
You guys over us talking about Conor McGregor?
I just don't have anything. I don't know too much about the guy.
Yeah,
But I got a question. At what point, like, do you think you'd be, or at what point do you think your hunger would start to fade as like as your bank account grows? Like,
It-
what number would make you comfortable?
Famous Marvin Hagler quote is, "It's hard to wake up at 5 a.m. and run miles when you're sleeping in silk pajamas." So
Yeah.
whenever you get to that point, wherever that's comfortable for you, I think it gets harder. But
I think it comes down to your purpose at that point.
yeah,
Like if for Conor in particular, like if his purpose is to get a third belt and be the first person in UFC to do that, like he's not going to get that. It doesn't matter about the money in his bank account. He's not in it for the money anymore. He makes
No.
more money.
Or his purpose is to be a billionaire.
Well, he could do that without fighting.
but
Yeah, exactly.
it's really hard to sell him once he retires. It gets harder for sure.
What do you mean? Like his businesses?
Everything. Once you retire, bro, I think it gets harder tremendously because he still has that I could go promote a fight star power still, which is huge.
Yeah.
Because anyone he does fight, it is fucking money and big, and I just think once he retires, it gets a little bit tougher to stay as relevant.
He'll find a way. He is a fucking marketing
He'll
machine.
probably move on to something else entirely.
I mean, when you got money like that
Immerse
too, it's
himself
just
in it.
all investments.
Yeah,
You know,
he'll be a billionaire
Yeah.
if not already. I would imagine he's close.
No, that's what he wants. He wants to be a billionaire for sure.
But I think for his purpose of like actually, if he does continue to fight, it's because he has the opportunity to be the first person to ever get 3 belts, and that is what
Legacy.
drives you. I think it's legacy at that point of like what am I capable of, what records can I break, rather than the money, because he's making way more money outside of fighting.
When you're that rich, you just have to do new shit.
Yeah,
You just have to do new shit. Like I remember I watched this Drake interview one time where he was talking about how like he always tries new genres of music or like new business ventures and shit because he's just like, I'll just get bored. Like I can't just make the same shit. You'll get bored and I'll get bored. I want
You have to.
you have to just try new stuff, and that's just what keeps you motivated. New goals.
Lil Wayne made a rock album.
Yeah,
It wasn't the best, but it expanded his fucking perspective.
there are some bangers on that bitch.
Really? You like it? You
No,
know what album
there
you
were-
like too? You like that Mac Miller album where he raps in the funny voice?
Oh, Delusional Thomas.
yeah, Delusional.
Hard.
Oh, dude,
Hella
that-
slept
that
on.
is hard.
Hella slept
That is
on.
hard.
Julio fucks with it.
It's
Larry
a-
the Fisherman
Larry the
Yeah.
Fish, his
at the
alter
bottom
ego.
of Lake Michigan. That's my guy.
You know
Yeah.
who your guy is, bro? Mac fucking Dre and Andre Nicotino.
yeah,
This guy was
you know.
going crazy to fucking Mac Dre and Andre Nicotino.
Dude, it's so interesting. Like in Sonoma County, there's like a group of kids in Sonoma County that really like attach onto like Bay Area like lifestyle and Bay Area rap and stuff. But like I just never like.
That's Julio's class, and like 3, 4, 5 years above that. Right when like me and Tyler got it, like the grade below you to me and Tyler like 4 years younger than you, right? Or grades, so a couple years younger. The grade below you, we got into like maybe like Roach Gigs was like a mutual bridge for us, but also like we got the Mac Miller onboarding and Wiz Khalifa and like New Wave. Brandon's even a step below us, which is funny because he's like a couple years lower than us, because he didn't even know who Roach Gigs was yesterday, and fucking
And I was
that was
listening,
our shit, bro. Freshman
Yeah.
year, I don't know about you, but
I was listening to like Future and Thug and like
Really?
shit like that, and you guys weren't even listening.
I was a big Bay Area rapper fan.
Yeah.
I became a Future
Still
fan
am.
this year. I'm fucking proud I found him though. I love that guy.
Yeah.
I feel like we relate a lot.
I like Atlanta music and like Chicago music and just different shit, but
Yeah, Roach Gigs. Roach Gigs.
I like
kinda fell
everything.
off.
yeah.
I'm curious though, you guys, of what, because I don't know if you were asking Polo for like him, of what number he could get to where he's like unmotivated, but what is there a number that you guys picture in your minds of like, once I get to this level of financial freedom, I'll be good, and like more so just experiencing the fruits of my labor, or will it continually be something you try to grow?
Well, you know me, I'm a simple guy.
I know you are.
I'm a very simple guy, bro. So if I can get to a point where I have, a few acres of land and I can homestead, garden, go fishing, raise my family, you know what I mean? I'm good. I mean, obviously, like I'll still be investing and have,
Yeah.
You got-
income.
You want a
but-
Julio from every ethnicity, bro? You're gonna need
Yeah.
some grip. We can cut that. I'm just fucking-
no, it's good. It's good. That is a wild fantasy, but it's very unlikely. But
Context
And
for the
it-
listeners: Julio's ultra fantasy. We discussed this as a team working the other day. What each other's like #1 goals are, and his ultra fantasy is to have a baby with every ethnicity so he could see himself in every ethnicity and race. I think it's fucking cool, but
Dude, it would be cool.
you're gonna need some grit, bro, to raise them.
You
fuckers.
will need some grit for sure.
Yeah.
Unless I can find a bunch of sugar mamas from each different.
Each mama has to be a sugar mama too.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. You said something really nice and beautiful right there, and I've ruined it.
No, you're good, you're good. But yeah, no, if I could get a homestead and land and, just be able to go fishing and work 20 hours a week to sustain that life and get to that point, then I'm good.
What about you, Ease?
I don't know, bro.
It's an interesting.
It's
thing
more
to
of
think
like an
about.
achievement thing for me. I'm not. The money isn't really I'm not. There's not like a goal of like a certain number, but it's just more like just doing cool shit. Like I want to start like a bunch of different like projects.
What would be a passion project that you want to do?
Clothing company for sure. We talked about that recently. Making movies. Fucking producing not like making the music, but starting a record label, I think would be cool.
Would you sign Polo
Polo to to do what?
to your rap label, bro?
I have a lot of range with my musical talents.
Not as a musician, but definitely as
I could fucking move some shit around. Or
He has a
label.
yeah, no,
marketable name.
for sure, bro. No, for sure,
I
definitely
do
has
have a
that.
marketable name.
Exactly.
Hey, literally, there's a fucking famous rapper with my name, bro. Polo G.
Polo G.
I've been Polo G literally my entire life. My real name is Leopoldo Santino Greco, named after my grandfather. He nicknamed me Polo the day I came out. My last name starts with a G, obviously. So I have been that fucking longer than that imposter. What's his real name, Brandon?
Polo G might be like 25,
I respect
and
it.
his name might be Polo. I don't
No
know.
It's
way.
not. It's like Terrence or some shit.
Polo has like a conqueror's name.
Yeah.
You know, Leopoldo, my full name means
Terrace
brave one.
Tremaine Bartlett,
How did he even get to Polo?
Taurus. Probably.
His favorite. It's his favorite.
The shirts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then his best friend, he called him G, and I think like that guy died or something, so he went with that. I respect him. I listen to him on Elk. I listen to his music. I think we'll be boys one day, but I was here first with this name. He just fucking built his platform better and quicker.
What about you, bro?
For like when
Mm-hmm.
I want financial freedom to be able to do whatever the hell I want.
What do you want to do?
I want to travel the world. I want to live an exceptional life. I want to eat the fucking best food in the world. Food's a huge thing for me.
I agree.
So for such a picky eater,
It's
interesting.
interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you gotta go and have ketchup and cheese only
Yeah,
burgers all over the world.
Yeah.
Ketchup
Ain't
and fries.
nothing
in
wrong with
He's
that.
gonna go to the most world famous burger joint. And you're like, can I get that burger with nothing on it, just ketchup?
Polo's Burgers, it's not a choice, bro. You eat grilled onions
I like grilled onions.
and
That's
Thousand
what I was telling
Island
him.
spread on the burgers I make.
I know.
Have you ever tried that In-N-Out?
No.
Sorry, we're
I've
taking
had
away
grilled
from
onions.
your point.
It's
My
all
bad.
good. I'm not a big fan of the Thousand Island or the what is it called? That In-N-Out
Sauce?
secret sauce. But you cook it onto the burgers.
No.
You put it onto the buns.
You put it on both buns and then you rub both buns together so it gets a nice even spread. You low over pour on that.
Yeah, that's how you do it.
The
It was good.
burgers,
Not gonna lie.
the burgers, I can't give out too many details because we have these big franchise plans. But it's just smashed ass burgers, grilled onions, organic American cheese, 80-20% beef fat combo for the best smash. And just you make one, you put the grilled onions on it, and then you put the top one on top of it. So there's a sandwich of grilled onions in between the sandwich itself. And that's what makes it so goddamn fucking. So
I'm
people
into it. Yeah. I think it is a routine thing of whenever I go to In-N-Out, it's just triple ketchup only. Rolls off the tongue well, and I don't like their lettuce. And I feel like just to get grilled onions with just meat is a weird move. So I just keep it fucking the same.
I don't think. See, you're the type of person that you're not a picky person. You're a particular person with food.
Hey,
That's a
the
big.
difference.
That's a big difference.
What's
like
the
picky and
difference?
particular.
Oh, I know. I get the difference.
Yeah,
Shoot
yeah.
it to me though, because I'm
Okay,
curious.
so basically picky is like you won't eat tomatoes or lettuce,
Yes.
but you're not picky or particular. You just don't like lettuce and tomatoes on your
On your burger, like
but
you
you
might
will
like
eat lettuce and tomatoes. In a
yeah,
salad.
you don't
you
like
know?
In-N-Out's lettuce, but you like lettuce type shit.
Way
Like
to break
just
that down, guys.
like,
when
yeah.
I said
Thank
I
you.
got it, I was like, no, I don't.
picky in particular.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is me. So those are things I want for sure. My big thing is financial freedom, to be like able to have an exceptional life for myself, and then also the people I care about. I want them to be able to do the things they want to do and love to do, rather than just doing what pays the bills. Not like giving people handouts, but I want to set people up to be able to actually do what they want to do. That's a huge thing for me. But I'm also I love business. I've found that football was like my first love of something where I could continuously just get better at it, and it's a game. And then it was martial arts, entrepreneurism.
You're skipping one thing, but
What?
young playboy.
Yeah, that was a game for sure too.
Pumping.
Yeah,
Pumping
for sure.
Don't.
Harold's talking
Yeah.
about laying pipe for
Yeah,
everyone.
bro.
It's a game.
It's a good.
But
Let's hold on, because you might have family or your girlfriend listening.
We all might have whoever listening.
Tyler
Yeah.
is the humblest, most disciplined, most responsible, great guy ever in the present day.
So
right
are
now.
we. So are all of us.
We can't lie, bro.
I don't know. If we're gonna save his face, the fuck that, bro.
This guy is way more well behaved than you and I.
Come on.
I'd put
Yeah, he
Julio,
is.
I'd put Julio on the very well behaved list too.
I don't know, bro. Julio's a wild
Hey,
card,
yo,
bro.
yo, yo.
Like,
I'm becoming more well behaved with age.
Yeah.
But dude, you guys saw me when I'm 21, bro. I was an animal.
Yeah.
New person every 7 years. I'm almost,
Yeah.
almost at that 7-year mark.
Facts.
All right, I got a really good point to make off this, but let me explain Tyler. Now he's in that stage, but before there was a wild man that used to run around, right? Best point of all this, right? We all have that history. Sometimes the wildest colts make for the fucking best race jockeys, bro. We're all great entrepreneurs, scrappy fucking entrepreneurs, because we were wild risk takers from the get in our own way. Roman emperors used to look for their soldiers and like generals by finding thieves within the village, because the thieves were smart enough to make shit happen. And if they were good thieves, and they're like, these are good thinkers essentially, and they would craft them to be good men later. So all of us have that, being these wild guys, just to fucking save you some face, bro.
Well, yeah, that's what they say. The people who get A's in school are good workers, but the people who get C's are good bosses.
True. Fuck.
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, I graduated from continuation high school. I
I
don't even got a regular high school diploma.
I had auto, history, and English because they made you take them when you were a senior, but oftentimes I would ask to go to the bathroom and fucking split, except for history. Mr. Coleman was a very dope teacher.
Yeah.
He made class cool. Other than that, I had out of 7 periods, 4 out of 7 free periods, and we were gone, man. We were fucking working, but we were also
Fucking
some
around.
shitheads, yeah.
Yeah.
We were drinking beers on our way to work. Fuck, cut that part out.
Cut that.
As 17-year-olds, though, for real, though, we'll cut this part. But as 17,
I'm not cutting shit.
Yeah.
we have influence now, bro. We have 17-year-olds probably listening to
Yeah.
us. We're like, oh.
Just believe it. But yeah, that was like I love the game of seeing what is possible, and I know I haven't even scratched. None of us have scratched our potential yet, and I want to see how exceptional of a human I can become. So I don't know if once I get financial freedom, I don't know what that is, but I'm on like putting a number on it. But that's what I'm after.
Back to the topic of food, because we all love food.
I love
Arrow
food.
and Polo. You guys agree, right?
Yeah,
What is the weirdest thing you guys have ever eaten?
food.
Yeah, like the weirdest
Polo
food
and
that
I
you guys
in
have ever
Hawaii.
eaten.
Spiders.
You ate spiders?
That's why you have a spider in your soul.
Yeah.
Worms.
Polo and I ate raw deer meat.
I
in
loved it.
Hawaii.
Raw
Oh,
deer
wow.
meat. That's
Like raw
gnarly.
deer poke.
Like, was it like freshly butchered?
It was
Had to
probably
be that
pretty
week.
fresh.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
had to be that week, bro.
It was in like some soy sauce or something.
It was good. I love that shit.
Gnarly.
I would eat a whole bowl of that.
Was
right
it
now.
like minced up? You know, like
Yes.
Yeah.
like steak tartare?
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't like it. That
He didn't see because he's particular. He didn't like the idea of it, but he probably, if you settled in with it comfortably, you probably would have loved it.
If you would have been blindfolded
tell
and
yourself-
just took a bite.
Think what would Liver
They
King?
don't, I don't know if they
Liver
even
King
told
would've
us
gone
what it
crazy.
was before we ate it.
Okay.
And then we just ate it, and I was just like, as you can imagine, mushy. And yeah,
You know, I haven't found a food I don't like other than bell peppers.
Bell pepper, that's crazy.
Dude, I used to eat bell peppers raw like an apple.
That's insane.
Yeah.
I love bell
should-
peppers.
Go to an insane asylum.
Not
for
that
that.
much
No,
though.
you know, I could do that with tomatoes. I like to stuff bell peppers, like with fucking
Oh, yeah,
ground
that's
beef
You
fine.
and
also
shit.
eat kiwis with the fucking skin on it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
and
do you
I
like
I
bell
fucking
peppers
save
in-
time.
Like a stir fry? Or
How
like
much?
A,
How much time?
And I get hold on, we'll touch on this. I didn't hear you. I save time and I get more nutrients than you two.
Do
So
you?
guys are
Do
fucking
you get more
laughing.
nutrients? Look that up right
Yeah,
now.
dude, there's definitely more nutrients.
Is there more nutrients in eating the skin on a kiwi?
There's more nutrients in the eggshell.
oh, yeah, for sure. Facts. No, Polo's spitting facts right now.
Bro.
There has to be some.
Facts. What?
Yeah. Bro, that they got skin on vegetables have hella nutrients in them.
Yep. And you guys are just throwing it in the
Yeah.
garbage, you ungrateful swines, bro.
Bro,
I'm just
I
kidding.
eat the tops of strawberries. The green part.
Green?
Yeah. I'd eat a whole.
You eat the crunchy part on the watermelon?
I mean, I'll like gnaw on the grind a little bit sometimes.
Oh,
But the weirdest thing I've eaten was probably chicken feet.
Ooh.
Yeah.
No, he's right. Polo's right. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yes.
makes sense.
You're fucking right.
Um,
I'm right, bro. You know, I don't know how I know. My dad would feed our family dog the whole eggshells, and when me and Tyler asked him about it one morning, he said, "It's good for the fur, man." And I figured, kiwi's got a fucking shell. Must be good for our fucking skin or some shit,
I think
bro.
like all skin has nutrients in it. Like chicken,
All shit.
chicken
Fuck
skin for sure has nutrients in it.
The skin's the best part.
Of
The
chicken?
fur, just to eat it's like fur on the kiwi. It's
Yeah, it's definitely weird. You definitely need a drink to wash that thing down.
Would you eat
Chicken.
monkey?
Mm.
You guys eat monkey?
Whoa.
Dude, honestly, I would. There's a lot of things that I would eat. There's like very few
Monkey?
things that I wouldn't eat, or at least try.
Human?
no.
I mean,
In the
in a
partic-
survival situation.
No. In like a man, I think we've talked about this on the pod before.
No,
actually.
not on the pod.
Not on the
No.
pod, but a lot out of the pod.
Not that much. We had a good, we had one conversation.
We had a good chat about it though.
We did,
Do
and then
not
you posted
say
the
that
story.
we've talked about this a
Oh
lot.
yeah. Then I
Yeah.
posted the story. Well, me and Ty have talked about it.
It was a survival thing of if you were stranded on a boat
No,
or
if-
anywhere, would you eat your friend?
Or no. What it was if you and your friend are stranded somewhere on a boat or something, and your friend dies, or you die, would you want your friend to eat you?
I'd be okay with it.
Hell yeah.
You worded it like how you wanted to again. You got to go the other way too.
No, but
Would
that
you
was the
eat
question.
your friend?
No, but that's not the question. It's would you want your friend to eat you?
Okay. What about both ways though?
I'd eat my friend.
I would eat my
You
friend
eat-
and I'd
yeah,
want my
yeah.
friend to eat you. Let's go.
Let's go. Sorry, I had to text one of our clients right back. 'Cause,
Dude, you know what we should talk about on this pod if we're done with food, or we could keep going with food.
I don't know, I think we
I
could
want to
do
know
more-
what chicken feet tasted
Yeah.
like a little bit.
but we should touch on the press Democrat at some point. On
You
this
sure?
pod.
I think we could make a lot of content out of this fruit skin talk. That would like that would do
No, I'm
really,
down
really
to keep
well with
running.
the
I just want to bring that up
Uh,
because usually we should touch on that at some point.
Yeah, what's the timestamp, producer?
We're at 53 minutes.
An hour. that's
Okay,
it.
yeah. Well, anyways, let me just answer your question. Chicken feet. You know, you don't really eat them. You kind of suck on them. So
Mm.
it's like they got to be like marinated and cooked into something. So it's more about like a flavor thing. Would I eat it again? Yeah. Would I be like excited about eating it again? Probably not.
You guys ate snails.
Yep. You
did.
didn't have any?
I was in Mexico.
I liked them.
They were cooked very well.
They're like crispy. They're good. Yeah, escargot's good.
yeah.
Escargot.
Tastes like an oyster.
Yeah.
Frog's good.
I haven't tried it, but I
Frog
want
is fire.
I'll
it tastes
try
like
turtle
chicken.
too. Turtle soup.
Is that a thing?
Turtle soup is a thing, bro.
I've heard of that too. Where have I
Yeah.
heard of turtle soup? That's like some
Turtle soup,
Australian
rabbit soup. There's a lot of things I want to try.
shit. Rabbit's.
I've made rabbit soup.
rabbit's
You've made,
pretty-
bro. Cook me
I
some.
have
rabbit
I have a video in college. I took a class. It was like a nutrition, like movie nutrition class or something. It was like a elective, and I have a video of me making rabbit stew. It's fucking.
Dude, I'm
sick.
down to try it.
It's rabbit stew from the Lord of the Rings.
Hmm?
The project was make like a dish from a movie.
Where'd you get the rabbit?
My fucking this girl I was dating at the time was like a foodie person,
FFA
and she
girl?
she fucking finessed it for me.
Oh, wow.
I don't know.
So the Press Democrat, you guys want to dive into that?
I
huh?
think we should, bro.
Okay. So for everybody listening, just to give you guys some context, we live in Sonoma County, California, northern California. A local North Bay news and media outlet company. What would you call them?
I mean, they call themselves Sonoma Media Investments LLC.
There you have it. Sonoma Media Investments.
It's a
Now we're
newspaper.
talking about all
It's a
the-
newspaper.
You know, and
They're a powerhouse.
I don't think our beef is with that whole group. I think our beef lies with the chief editor, because basically they had this lovely reporter come out multiple days and spend hours here interviewing every single one of us as a group individually. They were going to do a nice write-up on us as a local creative marketing agency on the come up. And after a couple months after like going back and forth of them telling us this thing's going to go out, they let us know that their chief editor did not want to release it because he feels that we are competition with them, which I can get in some aspects, but we have two entirely different business models. So really, to me, what I feel is like that you have these, we're all born and raised in Sonoma County. We all do a lot of uplifting of the community through what we do by giving them more identity on their social platforms, which leads to more fruitfulness and well-being in their life, right? Like they literally make more money. For some reason, I think they're scared of us. I think they're over there quaking in their New Balances, bro. But for some reason, they did not want to promote these young Sonoma County locals doing something really, really great for the community. And I just can't wrap my head around it. I don't know what the problem would be and why they don't have an abundance mindset where they don't think there's some way where we could help each other, because there's a ton of ways we could help them. And I just don't feel that's actually dutiful to good news reporting. They won't post us. They wouldn't post BW Co. too, an up-and-coming, local real estate brokerage that's doing things very differently and trying to provide more value to the people. But they will post about, Dear Sue, my husband cheated on me this weekend. What do I do? And they post these stupid little bullshit articles about that. It's like, what kind of news are we actually reporting?
But
here?
it was
What
a
are we
good
highlighting?
story. Like, it was a good story. If it was like a boring, like, if it wasn't an interesting story, I truly believe it's a story people would be super interested in. We're young. We're all under 30. We're doing shit that no one's doing. It's interesting. Like, it's interesting shit. And, it was.
And when you're that big, how you worried about?
Yeah, how the
us,
fuck
the
are
new
you
guys
worried
on the
about
block?
us?
That's
You know
a
what I
compliment
mean?
to us, right?
Yeah.
Because we are the new guys on the block. But now we know we're looked at as credible by these other guys on the block, and they see something in us. And at 48 Laws of Power 2, I forget what law it is, but it's always say less than necessary, right? And it talks about your enemies are actually your best friend in life, because they'll tell you things that your friends and family who love you are too scared to tell you because they don't want to hurt you. So when they tell us essentially they don't want to air us because they look at it as competition, I don't know, it's a kind of funny way to connect those. But really, it just gives us all more confidence of where we're at as a media agency, right? Like, now we know, like, hey, they're not even big dogs. They're Sonoma County only. And now we know that they look at us as competitors, so we must have our shit together to some degree, right? Like,
Oh, fact.
to some degree. And fuck them.
Dude, fuck them for not. I mean, it's like, bro, give us our look. What the hell? You give looks to all sorts of people, all sorts of little businesses, all sorts of shit around here. We're not competition. We're not putting out news.
Yeah, they're very selective about who they promote. And I'm not trying to sit here and gossip, but I've heard from a lot of different people and business owners and entrepreneurs. We're all pretty well connected with that community in Sonoma County. Not good things about their relationship with them. So if they're listening to this, I guess what you could take from it is
Drop the article.
drop the article, but also I get why you don't want to drop the article, because your time is kind of come and gone. And
Yeah,
the
no,
new-
you're dying. You're in a dying industry, and you're a dying business, and that I know that probably hurts. And you see us an up and coming business in an up and coming industry, and that probably hurts. And maybe that's what it is. And I
and
wish you the best.
I just want to add one note. The reporter who came out and interviewed us was a very lovely reporter. She did a great job. None of it was her fault. It's their decision makers at the top levels there who are scared of us. That now, me and Arrow kind of aired out our pieces, but you guys really run operations at Force Media. The two of you, you're kind of like the brainiacs. What do you guys think of it? Look at those thoughts before they go.
Yeah.
They're so different.
I don't know. It's just I genuinely wonder how much of a threat they feel we are.
Yeah, or
Like, I genuinely wonder. Because if they really do think we're that big of a threat, I mean, that's a huge compliment.
it is.
For
Yeah.
sure. And, I mean, like, we're just getting started. You know, so, like, in the next 10 years, like, we'll see where we're at, where the PD's at. You know what I mean? Like, only time will tell the story.
100%. If they're scared now, wait till we're actually fucking good at this shit. Because we're young. We're
Yeah,
puppies, man.
for
We're
sure.
Puppies. And they're old, which is cool. Everybody gets old. We're going to be old one day, too. We all have to recognize that. But one thing I know that I'll know when I'm old is I'm going to partner with the youth.
Yeah.
Because
Oh, fat.
Big
there's
time.
fucking power in us understanding social media content and, you know, how to market to people through that way, create content in relevant ways. And there's power in what they understand about business. They're more on the side of outdated methods and things they're doing, right? The collaboration between those two parties could be beautiful. It's like now we have both, yin and yang, right? That's where you go off. But I guess they're just not long-term thinkers. They're not
Well-
smart like that. And that's why you see news as a whole. It's not even just the PD, but news outlets like that as a whole just declining more and more and more, especially like their credibility to what they're bringing awareness about. Like people are starting to comment more and more. What the fuck is this that we're looking at right now? Why are you guys wasting dollars on this? Like, how is this reporting? Who gives a fuck about this? You know, like you see more of that, and coincidentally, you see our views going up. So
Yeah, I don't know how they correlate us to competition, but fuck 'em is kind of my mindset with it.
yeah,
It's annoying that, I don't know if annoying is the right word, just the fact that they took our time and then wasted it essentially is whatever. But it's crazy to be quaking in your boots when we haven't even got fucking started
Yeah.
yet.
And also, it's like it's their platform, and they have the right to put whatever they want on their platform. And we don't want to. We're not like complaining or like feeling entitled like we deserve. But it's like you could have gave some young Sonoma County natives entrepreneurs a look, and we would have really appreciated it. And you didn't, and we'll fucking remember that. So yeah, at the end of the day, all peace and love. But you had an opportunity to give us a look, and we could have made a nice little partnership, and you didn't. So
You know, I'm excited about seeing the landscape of content in Sonoma County, like content creation, content marketing, because we live in an area that's so out of touch with that. You know, like Annalee had a video program that I was in. I know Windsor has a video program, Santa Rosa has a video program, but it's all still pretty new. Like when you know, you took ROP video as well. When we were in that class, dude, we were filming on old camcorders.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And like the technology that's coming out nowadays with, you know, 4K, 120 frames per second cameras for, you know, under $5,000. Like, it's crazy how far that, you know, these tools have come. And since it's so recent, there's like not that many people out there that have the skill set to do video, to do all these different content creating, you know what I mean, skills. And so it's definitely going to be interesting to see how the job market, you know, expands, especially in our backyard of Sonoma County. Like, how many more content manager jobs are there going to be? You know, instead of a social media manager, you're going to have a content manager that's going to be in charge of a content team for each of these businesses. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And so seeing like the first wave of the first businesses that are actually, you know, giving us a chance and working with us and adopting content marketing into their overall strategy, I'm just really interested to see what the landscape is going to look like in the next 5 years.
It's going to be sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're gonna pioneer that shit.
Yeah.
Which is the fucking cool part. To answer your question earlier, like when you asked them how, what amount of money would be enough for you to like lose your drive essentially. And at first my brain was like, if I make $100 million, I think I'd probably be chilling. Like you're set. Leave a little bit for my kids. Got to figure some shit out on their own. I'll spend my $100 million. Because I don't want to create spoiled kids. But then I was like, I don't think I'm really like. I know from what we do, abundances of money are going to be a byproduct. Always. Like we're fucking money magnets. I'm very confident in that. I think chasing the legacy creates more of that, you know, cash flow and avenue. So I just want to do fucking dope shit that adds to the reputation, and we'll see where the bank account goes from there. Because if it goes to $1 billion, I'm not going to be upset.
Yeah.
But I'd probably be a little bit more obviously complacent in my actions when I get to that point than I am right now in life. But I think I'll always like still want to do something that I feel is just moves me, you know, like Brad always told us, how long can you sit and drink Coronas on the beach before you get tired of it? I get tired of that shit in fucking 34 minutes.
Right.
I like tinkering with shit, adding to the reputation, building out this podcast, building a media company, opening a burger franchise later in life, fucking getting into sports talent agency or something, you know, like fucking.
Yeah, you know, you're right about that too, because like eventually I would just transition into monetizing all of my hobbies. So like,
Right,
you know, like
right.
I would stop, you know, maybe not necessarily stop doing what kind of got me the money in the first place, but then like eventually, like if I have my homestead and I have my garden, I'll start a gardening channel and sell gardening products and start a fishing channel. You know what I mean?
Write
And
all that shit
yeah,
off.
you know, and do all the stuff, but just monetize my hobbies.
Yeah, just do passion-driven projects,
Yes.
man. Whatever the fuck that may be. But you want to breed a bull for the fucking PBR, then that's what it is.
Yeah.
But I think that will, it's like, I always say this too, the person who likes walking will get farther than the person who just likes the destination because they enjoy the action of actually
Mhm.
walking, right? Once you get to 100 milli, if that's your only goal, the only thing you could find meaningfulness and an attachment to in life, then when you get there, what a sad point. Like, what are
Yeah.
you going to do after, you know? So I think it's important for people to attach themselves to the passion with that goal. I want financial freedom just as much. I want the ability to do what I want, when I want, with who I want. I want to travel with my fucking kids and family to places I think are cool. Eat the food, train the martial arts there, fucking lay on their beaches. If I'm single, run around with their beaches. But
Don't bring sand to the beach, Polo.
no, don't bring sand to the beach. I want to be a one woman man too. I'm working on it, man. But yeah, I think you got to.
Any single ladies out there? Mr. Polo out here is quite the bachelor.
DM me.
Yeah, it's all. I think we're all wired the same way.
Damn. You guys are all in relationships. Sorry.
No, I mean in the sense of like we all like playing the game and like seeing what is possible for us, and none of us are lazy people to where we wouldn't be here if we were lazy. So once we get to whatever we're comfortable at, like we'll relax and enjoy the fruits of our labor, but then it's going to be like, what else can we do?
Yeah.
We're all that way.
Yeah.
Totally.
On another good note, you should tell people about the event we got coming up.
The event we got coming up on July 20th, we have the Young Professionals Mixer going down at Paradise Ridge in Santa Rosa, California. Paradise Ridge Winery, that is. 150 to 200-ish. I can't talk today very well. Young entrepreneurs, artists, entrepreneurs, small business owners, things of alike, just coming to network and really like connect with one another and find ways to propel their business ventures forward. So that's going down July 20th from 6 to 8 p.m. You guys will see all sorts of social media marketing, graphics, videos, and stuff to promote that. Tickets will be available online, $10 a ticket for everybody to reserve. But if that stuff's not out by the time this podcast drops, then you guys will see it in the coming days. So that's what we're doing. We're fucking uplifting the entrepreneurs, redefining networking to, add more value to it. Correct me if I'm wrong. And I think we're an interesting group of people because there's not a lot of 25-year-olds, just like one of our clients was telling you yesterday. There's not a lot of people our age range who are going after some shit.
Yeah.
Motivated. Like, a lot of people ain't doing shit. And shame on you if that's you listening doing this. Like, you get one life, you get one trip around the block, and what the fuck else do you have to do if you're not trying to become the best version of yourself, in the gym, in business, your bank account, and spiritually, the best family man? Like, literally, what else is there to do? Lay in
If
bed?
you don't get better, you get worse.
Exactly.
Oh.
So, damn, I forgot where I was going with that. I was on a tangent, guys. I'm sorry. But
You're good.
July 20th.
July 20th. Mark your calendar.
Yep, mark your
gonna be fun.
calendars.
I think you were just getting at of like uplifting the community.
Yeah, just adding more value to the process. That's what I was going to say. Correct me if I'm wrong. We've been to a lot of networking events. We're typically the youngest people there, and it's the same. The industry is very much the same across the board, whether you go to a Chamber of Commerce, a BNI. They're the same experience. Like, you're not excited about it entirely. After maybe your first or second one you get excited about, but you're not like, fuck yeah, today's the Winter Chamber of Commerce meeting. No, you're not. So trying to add that element into things for entrepreneurs and then actually put them in situations and environments where they really, really do move their business forward from connecting with one another. So, fuck yeah, if that's what you want to do, July 20th, we're doing that.
Yeah,
It's gonna be fun.
Why do I have to curse like a sailor sometimes, dude?
I'm
Keeping
pretty
it real.
bad too. I curse in front of kids.
Did you?
Yeah, like not like
Me too.
intentionally, you know. But yeah,
I'm
not
bad
I'm not
too.
great at it.
I'm bad at I curse in front of kids too.
I don't
But you
think
know-
cursing's the worst thing.
No, I've never heard a kid reiterate a word or a kid reiterate a word that I've said.
Maybe not in front of you, but I'm sure they went to the fucking bedroom and told the other kid.
Maybe.
Yeah, when I was a kid, bro, I was taking whatever I learned instantly and going to my boys. It's like fuckers.
Yeah.
But
Having
Wild
manners.
Colts.
Manners is important, but you can have manners and curse.
Brandon,
Yeah.
producer Brando, how you doing, bro?
That the camera's just overheating, ain't it?
It is.
Okay, I'm gonna go take it into the shop.
Well, we're putting a lot of pressure on it. We've been recording for over an hour.
But still, the other
It's
ones aren't
still-
overheating.
The other
Oh,
ones are not
interesting.
overheating.
My Canon is doing good.
Yeah, I need to take it in. I have insurance.
That
I'm
been
sure.
hella clips like last time? That's good.
How much is it? When did it start overheating? Oh, okay.
Yeah, see, like that's not that bad.
But still, it shouldn't fucking happen.
I
right?
mean,
I mean-
it's just the camera. Like the reason I mean, I'm surprised my Canon honestly isn't overheating, but my Sony FX3 like has an internal fan that like prevents it from overheating and
They
it's like
gave you a
meant for
crippled ass
long.
fan, bro.
Yeah.
If I would have got the A3, it probably would have fucking been fine. But
The A7S3.
yeah,
Yeah, but I mean, even that, you know, when you're recording for this long at 4K, it's a lot on a camera.
camera talk. This is not. All right, what do you think, boys?
What are we at?
A minute.
111.
I have one more
111.33.
one more quick bit I'd like to do if you fellas are up for it.
Yeah.
Brandon, will you please pull up Chat GPT? And I would like you to ask Chat GPT or tell, whichever one is correct.
Prompt.
We are some mid-20-year-old males currently recording a podcast, and we need some juicy, trendy topics to talk about. Could you please give us some topics that a like-minded audience would like?
No, you're not. Just go to ChatGPT. And then just hit try.
Do you Chat GPT, bro?
No, he doesn't.
Really? You're one of them primal humans, huh?
Do you hit? You clicked it? You not clicked it or what's up, man?
Just log in.
Up there at the right. Damn.
Well-
ChatGPT is down.
Well, I think we covered on a lot of them, right? We got Conor McGregor, we got Andrew Tate, we got Al Pacino. What else has been happening?
The mixer, the
That's three
Press.
clips. That's 3 clips. We're fucking. Anybody else got anything they want to add?
No, I think we're good,
I think
bro.
that was a good one.
That was a good one. Well,
Brando, you got anything for us? No. All right. I think that's a wrap.
quiet day from producer Brando. Well, everybody, thank you for tuning in again. Make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you don't do that stuff, we can't do it. But if you do that stuff, then we get more credibility and we can get bigger and better guests and make this shit dope. So please make sure you do so. And thank you all for tuning in.
Yup.
Peace.
Cut it. Oh, we're live.
No, we're good, bro. We don't have to do it.
Next one.
It's a funny way to